5 things photographers hate about their clients. If we take the time to edit your photos, don't put filters on them. And here's why. You booked us because you saw our Instagram page, our website, or whatever, and was like, yo, their art is dope, right? Okay, so if you book that person for their art, their niche, whatever, that means your photos are somewhat going to have that aesthetic of their art. With that being said, you don't have to put your own filter on it because essentially that's not even what you wanted. Your picture is going to have the artist's flair on it. You get what I'm saying? And you putting your filter over it, it's not even their picture anymore. Somebody put like a clarity boost on one of my pictures and then tagged me in it. And I'm just like, yo, you put that on the internet and now everyone thinks that I did that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, just be aware of that. Photographers hate that. 2, not giving credit to the photographer. It's just simple. Like, you found that photographer through someone else because they tagged the photographer or gave them credit. Why wouldn't you do the same? Especially if you know they're a full-time photographer and they just, that's all they do. They need as many, clients as possible to make a living. So the easiest thing you could do, like, I know you guys be looking up on Google for like captions and all that and whatever. That's cool. But like, just tag the freaking photographer. It's that simple. Number 3. This goes for the photographer's friends and family. In some cases, it's fine, but majority of the time, it's not okay to ask for discounts, ever. It's kind of like a slap in the face because it's like, yeah, although you're a family member and I respect your work, I don't respect it enough to pay you the full amount. You're not on another level because you're my family member. So you're always going to be on this level. And that's not cool at all. Number 4, photographers hate 1-day turnaround times. Let me explain. If it's not stated in the contract that you need the photos the very next day, do not contact the photographer the next day after the shoot and ask them what's good with the photos. Like, what? It's mind-blowing because it's like, you're not the only person that, booked the photographer. Like, they probably have like 10 more clients that they're dealing with. And you literally just did the shoot less than 24 hours ago and you're asking like, how's the photos going? It's kind of like you taking a test at school and like the moment you're done, you turn it in. The next like day you ask the teacher like, oh, so how'd I do? It's like, come on, like, just be patient. Like, that's the number one way to make your turnaround time from 1 week to like 3. So just please, just don't do that. Number 5. I have to stop the music for this. Do not ask the photographer for their raw files. Asking for the raw files, 1, is like, I don't want to say it's nearly impossible, but asking for a raw file is like equivalent to saying your work sucks. I can edit better than you. Let me get the raw files because there might be a picture that I like. No, it doesn't work like that. And it's the most disrespectful thing you can ever ask a photographer. Just put it like that. Like, there's no way around it. Like, that's the most disrespectful thing you can ever ask a photographer. Like, can I have your raw files? The exception is if it's stated at the beginning that the photographer must give you the raw files after the shoot, then that, and the photographer agrees to that, then you're fine. That's not disrespectful at all. But the fact that the photographer edited the photos, you know, pick the ones that were the best photos out of the bunch, sent them to you, and your reply is, can you send all of them, including the ones that you didn't like? That's super disrespectful. That means you don't even trust the photographer who you hired judgment. And another thing is, you won't even know what to do with the raw file. Like, I'm sorry, like, unless you're giving it to another photographer to edit, which is, you know, just as disrespectful, you won't even know what to do with it. If you don't have the program to, you know, edit it on, it's no longer, like, at this point, it's no longer the photographer's photo. Say you edit it a certain way that the photographer doesn't even like. He's not gonna share that photo. Like, that's not his work. All he did was take the photo. And if that was the case, you could have got someone else to do it. If you want to stay on the photographer's good side, either tell them up front that you want the raw photos after the shoot, or just don't ask at all. Just never ask that question. Like, just never ask that question. Nothing good comes out of that. That is my 5 things that 5 photographers hate about their clients. Let me know if there's any more that you've came across or that I missed, and I will get to them. In the meantime, check out my Instagram, 80 shots, 80 shots. I'm doing some pretty unique things on there. Follow me on Twitter at 80 shots as well. Thanks for viewing, guys, and I will talk to you soon.